Hi, group one. So, who are you? I mean, ooh, looks very, very, yeah, as I said, angelic, intuitive, and as if you are somewhere up in the clouds. And this goes very well with 1111 here, right? You probably might see 1111 a lot. This is our Four of Wands card, which speaks about a portal, a divine portal, and you can step through. Interesting. And I feel intrigued. I just picked these cards to show the back of the deck, but I totally think we shall use them as the hidden energy. Ooh, yeah, nice. Ace of Quilts. What I just said, this angelic presence. Ooh, I love that. So the oracles aren't ready yet. No, no, no. But that's kind of where you are at, okay? Your energy. Sorry. Can you go there up? Yes. Okay. And now we will move into the 4 elements and see how you are doing and what you are experiencing most and foremost in these realms, right? And I'm called to just take our cards here from the intro, and if you haven't watched that, it might be really helpful. But if you don't want to learn what this reading is about, well, then it's your choice. And just let yourself be surprised. So we are looking, makes sense, with the 4 of steeds. So steeds, that's the wands, right? So we are looking at what you are working through right now in the realm of the fire. So this is the aspect of the Queen of Wands, right? This quarter of the full picture. Okay. So, and I'm totally called, actually, to take the Queen out here. And also, where are you? He hit himself. This guy. Because this comes after that, right? So after we have brought that home, then we can relax and just take one at a time. So this is what you can expect to happen, right? And this is why they are saying all as well, I guess. So we are totally in the message here. And you are learning through what's happening right now in your... this might be showing up in the external realm, but also in a spiritual sense, in what fuels you, fires you. And so, yeah, in the fiery sense, right? It has to do, of course, with passion. Yeah. And I mean, romantic passion. Having the burden, this, maybe this connection totally burdens you. And how can we turn that around? I guess we will learn that. So this reading will give you clarity, I feel, with the Ace of Quilts here and this angel wings. Okay. So let me tune into the angelic frequencies here. What are they saying? They are saying you have to kind of transcend. See, I'm drawn to the arms here. They are white. And kind of purify the golds. With the hands, we create our reality, we manifest. And the arm here, it's white, just like the angel wing here, or the wing. And this is what and you look like that, totally. This is the state you are in. You're purifying, I feel, your work life. So maybe you are even shifting jobs. Might be. Or totally the perception on what work should look like. right? And it's all about passion. And yes, of course, this can speak about someone who is overburdened, right? But in the intro, I said it's this one who sees it's their castle, actually. They are bringing all those wands home to build something great, right? And then next day, they can just go and build and have fun with that. This is someone who's truly enjoying what they are doing. Like, think you're a kid and you finally got, I don't know, the photo camera, you wished for, and then, or the roller skates, even better example, the roller skates, and then you go out and then you do skate, actually, right? It's not only a vision, but you do it. So all what's happening here, it has something to do with your real reality and tuning into that with passion and motivation, and yeah. And with this card showing up, you're totally in the final stage. This card is related to Archangel Gabriel, believe it or not, because it's a hope card, and also it is connected to the rainbows. And yeah, so it's all good, right? You see that it's all good. It might not feel like, because right now, see the perception, you're just seeing what you are carrying right now, and you just need to use all your power. This is like when you're in the gym and you barely can hold that thing, right? And you press it once more, just once more, and then you're at 13 and you want to do 15, right? And then just one more, and then okay, and then the last. And this is kind of where you're at. And it will not go on forever like that. But this is meant to, of course, build muscle, right? And see how she is sitting there super comfortable, but not relaxed. No, no, no. She reminds me of Denethor, who said, from Lord of the Rings, who says he sleeps in his armor so that the flesh is not getting weak, and from not being used. And it's like, also, I just heard in my head, it's after battle stand, right? So that's what you're called to, like, after battle stand, and enjoy your victory, enjoy your strength. It's not like, oh, finally, now, and it was all so stressful. No, it's like, I did it, and I'm proud of that, because that's the energy here. I'm proud of that. And we are looking forward to the next run out. They are in the stable now, but they want to go out tomorrow again. And they enjoy that. Okay? So that's that. And so what's actually happening here with your Queen of Wands? And you know what? This is the first time I'm doing this type of reading, and I guess I will just do it like that, let the cards decide which needs to come up, because I feel this is totally all we can focus on, of course, in one reading. I cannot go through all 4 aspects. That would make no sense at all, okay? So it's just, this one, okay. Perseverance. Ooh, yeah, perseverance. And this is the Magician in this deck. So it is. And I wanted to say that even earlier. I feel this Magician and energy here with all the fire and reality building. And see, this is you. Ooh. And this is literally your fruit on the table here, right? The fish, your food, your, work, money, whatever it is. And you are there in the nutshell, guided by the elements. Riding the storm though, right? You are on top. And see all the violet over there? It's totally intuitively guided. Totally. Wow. That's great. This activates your King of Pentacles energy. Wow. King of Brim. the King of Bream. And this is someone who can hold their reality stable as, you know, like totally. Okay. Actually, you know what? I do want to look at the other aspects because I feel that's that. That's that. You got that message? And now I feel we do have time to look at what's going on in the others. Typically my readings go pretty long and I dive in the message, but I just felt, no, that's it. Okay, and so, yeah. Now this one. I don't believe it, King of Pentacles. What you just got. Now this reading unfolds very interesting. Okay, so what do you have to tell? So now we are getting a storyline of why you need to, I don't know, what is that? This one? Six of Bream. Okay. Because you're meant to give. You're meant to give. You're prepared for your purpose. You're meant to be, you know, someone who has this overflow, full table, and someone who can give. Yes. And I want to address real quick that the aspects we are the strongest in, naturally, spiritually, 1155 right now, are most of the time the ones that are the most challenged in early life. So you might have felt unstable in your home, in your four of wands, and unstable in your abundance, in your resources. See, this is all about resources. And of course, the Empress is super resourceful. And you are preparing to share with the world, to share your resources with the world. Wow. That's amazing. Anything else? Queen of Bream. I'm done. I don't believe that even. Wow. So the King and Queen of Pentacles. And you know what? That's also the married couple in tarot. Or that's the ones who are getting married. That's the ones who are getting prepared to marry for marriage. Yeah, because marriage, that's all about enjoying the material realm and creating this stability. You know, this 10 of Pentacles energy. What we all love so much to see in tarot. Here you are. Here you are. Wow. Okay. Do want to have that here. And see, here are the fish. This is the abundance. So we manifest that right now for you. And also I do have my deck here, my Sacred Seeds deck. We take that for the guidance in a second. But I don't know, is there anything else here from the aspects? So we had the wands, and yes, you're shifting. Ooh. I said you're shifting, and these two came out. So you're shifting into that. Yes. I say yes. You're shifting totally into that. I mean, totally, right? This is what you are working on. I mean, we had twice the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here again. Wow. And yes, something activated your higher mind here, right? Something There was a reality that finalized itself, I feel, and that activated higher thinking, clear thinking, unillusional, you know. The whole journey of the swords, it's all about the mental realm, and we learn through all these stages to use our mental clarity and just mind. Ooh, two of chalices, two of cups. Oh my god, this is such a love message here. Can't believe it. You do have, I mean, this is also a marriage card. So now you have marriage, the married couple, the married happily ever after. Wow, I would love to get out the King of... And we do have again the 10 of Steeds underneath the deck. Wow. We had that before, right? I feel we need to have that somewhere here. I just wanted to see if maybe, just maybe, the King of Brooms is here again. But we do have this one. Wow, this reading is totally not what I have expected, but I guess you like it. Wow, I like it a lot. So, you know, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, marriage, married couple, preparing for marriage, and over giving. I mean, oof, this is literally the, yeah, that's great. Okay, so, but another, please. This was about you only expecting. Oh, expecting, I said. That's cool. See, and we do have the rainbow. I said that with the 10 of Wands. The hope. Wow. And of course, you know, this rainbow and the cups reminds us of the 10 of Cups also. Wow, this is so full energy. I don't even know where to tap on, because it's all, I don't know how to explain that, but energetically it feels when you have a watery surface and you know when it's loaded with electricity and you kind of want to tap there, but you feel you can't because the water is literally being a convex, I guess, surface, where it's like a bubble, forming a bubble because it's so dense and it's so full and so rich. Your energy feels like that, so full and so rich. So what have you done? You're amazing. Wow. But this, of course, this brought you deep into, you know, cutting off all illusions and getting full clarity on what you want. And this is all about our higher, you know, it's the vows we take. And what is this marriage vow, what I'm seeing here? It's all about, you know, what we commit to. We commit to honor each other. We commit to respect each other. We commit to not hurt each other intentionally, right? Hurt isn't always, you know, avoidable, but it's still the intention is what counts. And, ooh, so this one, 8 of Steeds. Wow, it's so powerful here. So much potent energy again. 8 of Steeds, that's 8 of Wands. That's a spiritual fire, this overflow of fire energy, and it's all about the passion here and the fire. Wow. But grounding that, right? Grounding that. So it's a high spiritual connection here that's getting grounded right now. You are preparing for marriage, believe it or not. Believe it or not. And I just want to leave that there. And the attraction is just crazy. See how they are riding fast. And this is the celebration. They are coming fast to not miss their marriage. Wow. So I'm sorry, this has taken a totally different turn, but I guess it's a well. I hope you receive this reading well. I I made an intro 30 minutes about how this is only about you, and guess what? You're getting married if you want, of course. But otherwise, you marry your best life, right? You just marry your best life. Your marriage is here. You can take the person out of the picture if you don't want them, of course. That's up to you. All is well. I mean, it said that for a reason. And now I just can't do anything else. I just want to read your guidance and wish you all the best with your best life. And then I will move on to the other groups and see if they need some, something. So you just know, the last thing you are just working through. It's really, what did I said earlier? You're doing in the gym, the 13th, and then there's, which is transformation in tarot, and then there's 14, right? And then 15. And yes, I know 15 is the devil, but it's also this highest amount of physical strength. And the devil is linked to the crown chakra, and it's the divine father energy also. It's not technically a bad card, right? It can be, of course, over controlling, but and suppressing, but it must not. It must not. And this is a very good paternal energy. This is super, super, super divine father energy. Super cool. That's the kind of father you want to have, because it's the one who, it's gift giving. It's gift giving as love language, gift giving. And the one who does gift giving, that's the one who has, of course, done the affirmation before, and who has, of course, done the thinking before, and the wanting and the longing and the touching and all that. But they are at that state where this all resolves in something material, and they show up with a full plan, with a full package, and it's, a gift must not be superficial. 717, by the way. Wow. A gift can also be, wrapped in the most wonderful colored, with your favorite colors, and designed in whatever paper. And then there can be a wonderful letter, a love letter with a rose, making herself known. And you can create with this love language of taking care. It's this taking care, I feel so wonderful in this energy. Taking care of every little detail. This is amazing energy. You will feel so wonderful in your life here. Just in a second, right? Just in a second, because right now we saw you here with all the wands, right? And even really leaving this old reality behind, which was lacking something here, right? Lacking. I guess lacking all what's coming. Wow. Wow. So, oh yeah, this makes so much sense. Yes. So I read that. It says, bluebells blossom every spring, and after each and every winter in my life, I return with fresh energy and vigor. Yes, all the horses. What did I said? They are waiting to go out the next day again, because they are strong. Yes. That's that. That's that spring. Wow. We do want to have that here. Beautiful as before, right? It fits so well. I love that. This is you. Crazy reading. I totally didn't expect that. Wow. Congrats. Bluebells. You should take bluebells for your, marriage. If you like marriages, of course. Oh, you are sending out positive signals to attract new experiences. That's this. This is you sending out the signal here. And this is a fire message. It's from the elementals here, because I thought we work with the elements. And yes, you have fire, but that's the wands. Here, you are sending out these signals. And these signals, draw that in. Let me read that again. You are sending out positive signals to attract new experiences, right? Here's your new experience coming, and you are sending out these signals from your frequency here. And it's pretty strong. What I said, right? Potent. You are potent. You are vibing. See the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. Wow, beautiful. And this is also a fire message. This is so spiritual here. I love that. Ooh. Wonderful. And yeah, and earth. And it says, see your circumstances as a blessing because they offer a chance to grow. What we said, we are strengthening the muscles, right? This, whatever that is. Of course, you know, you can also be the one receiving, but you will become, or you are becoming the one who is giving and even overgiving and constantly creating these realms that are sustainable and creating you know, this long-term, wow. So the cards we already had, I feel we need to take them out also. So here, this is you bringing that home. And I click pause. So here he is again, your king of dreams. We need him here, right? On the other side. And he came through here, right, with the perseverance. So that's the king here. He is persevering, the masculine energy. And on the other side, we do have illumination. And you know, this is magician, this is high priestess. I love that so much. So, see, with the violet, I feel they are totally tuning in, you know, these raw, primal, divine, masculine and feminine energies. They are merging. Wow. And so then we do have, of course, this kind of here in the middle. And we do have here the magician, and here we do have the high priestess. I feel that's amazing. Totally speaking about what this reading is about. So powerful. So powerful. So if you do want to have a screenshot, now's the time for that. And no, now, because it needs to be illuminated. And yes, this. So, and this will send out, see, with the angel wing here, this will send out these vibrations into the universe. And so you, beautiful Empress, are already embodying all four energies in balance, I feel. I want to say that. And with these counterpart energies coming up here with the pentacles, that's literally when the completed Empress is getting grounded in reality and entering a merry age, however that unfolds, right? Just you marrying your best life, right? Your merry age, passionate life, enjoying all what you do, Yeah, this is also you, right? I said that in the beginning of the reading. Basically, this is all about you. But still, I feel we must not reduce that, because I totally feel this. See, with the Two of Cups there, I see, for those of you who feel that resonates, I see that coming. I see, like, you can't avoid that. And maybe even, you know, because you are totally stepping in your purpose. This card tells me that you are so yeah. Wow, just at the threshold. Really cool, really cool. See, there's a castle, this castle. Wow. Okay, so I do wish you the best here with your Two of Cups and your best life. And I have really nothing to add here. It's just great. No comforting advice needed, and just, of course, hold on to positive, right? To the positive. What I said in the beginning, it's just you training for, you know, and what I also said was, where is she? I want to finish with some important stuff here. So after battle stand, right? That's that. After battle stand. It's not like, I finally did it. No, I did it and it was great. And I'm happy that I could manage that. And I'm proud. And I will just get up tomorrow and manage the next task. And maybe this will even bigger. Because I can, right? It's this energy I'm feeling because I can. That's why I'm doing it. Not because I need it, not because I'm desperate, not because I'm helpless otherwise, or whatever, you know, these kind of energies. Not because you're coming out of, no, just because you can. And you enjoy that you can, right? You enjoy that you can assert yourself as the divine feminine leader you are, I feel. Okay, so let me know what you're doing, by the way, and don't forget, please, to leave a like and subscribe, because I would love to continue to read for you. And bye bye. I wish you the best. Hi, group 2. Hello, hello, hello. Let's put your emperor over here. Interesting. I love that. Ooh. And let's look at this hidden energy, because this came out for a reason. I just wanted to show the back of the deck, but wow, it's the Tower. I love that. So the Tower is speaking about really installing the light as a foundation of our new life. And with the Emperor and the Tower, that's installing a foundation in, you know, the heart space, the realm from where we really manifest. And it totally comes through the light. And I saw a third eye connection already here, kind of, and the crown, of course, open. So you are like the Tower here, and you are grounding your light. So now let's see. If you haven't watched the intro, I'm explaining a lot there about the divine, the aspects of the Empress, right? And what this reading is about. And it shall be only about you, where you are at in your life. Yeah, but with the Emperor here, yeah. So as I said, this is you grounding yourself. But still, group 1 had a kind of a surprise there, so we weren't alone. And I'm called to use these cards, which are from the intro, to get our question. Okay, so this is the area we are acquiring about, the Cups area. So it's about your Queen of Cups aspect, your creative, loving, happy, and just yeah, how you are connected to source again, and fueling. Wow, that's interesting with the tower and that's, yeah, interesting. Okay. Okay. So you are working in the cups area, okay? And you are essentially creating an overflow. I must say that. So that's great. So there is kind of nothing you need to overcome or unlock or something internally. It's just you letting it be seen. With a tower, what I'm seeing right now as an image, you know, when you have buildings and they are built and they are wrapped in some, I don't know, construction paper or whatever, plastics, and then at one day, all of a sudden, you take that away and then there is the building. I have this kind of feeling. It's like, yay, here I am feeling. Okay. Very, very beautiful. And like, this is my book, you know, I wrote that the last 10 months, no one knew, but here it is, you know, it's out in the open now. Or you open a shop, you know, and then, wow, everyone was like, wow, I didn't know you were doing that. And of course, all people in your town, they're like, wow, there's a new shop. Wow, there's a new shop, right? And yeah. And it's about letting the creativity out, or, you know, going to a poetry slam and go up on stage and speak your poem. And maybe you've written poems silently all your life, but then all of a sudden you go out and share it. Right? Okay, so let's ask Tarot. What's that about actually? This one? Okay. Growth, 5 of Wands, and 2 unicorns. So yeah, what I said, expanding in the physical, the wands, the 5s, that's physical world. And the Ace of Wands, yes, you are starting something totally new here. Wow. And this, Wheel of Fortune, wow. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So you are working on your capacity to extend your creativity in the world. That's that. That's what you're doing. And that's destined. And that causes a major shift. It's like a major C with the unicorn and the star and hitting the Wheel of Fortune. That's super, super, woo. Super cool. Super cool. Okay. So, and what else, please? What else? And it's like, now is the time. It's like, yes, it's now. Ooh, what I just said, yes. And here is she. Okay, so this is literally what I just said. You share your creativity with the world. You express your authentic aspects, right? And she also is a very, very, very authentic. This is totally speaking about us being aligned with our higher mind, what we see here also. And she is channeling a lot, you know, thoughts, inspiration. So this is coming from the emotional realm, and this is coming from the heavens, right? From, yeah, from the crown. So I feel I want to have it here. And it's like what you're downloading here, this is what you're sharing on the lower realm, right? What you're igniting here, what you're bringing to life. And you are literally birthing that and establishing that here. Needs to be like this. Okay. Good. Anything else about the sword area? Ooh, nice. 10 of Wands. So a lot of work. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. So if you are starting something, it's like you will have a lot of work to do, right? Full service. And I do want to have another energy. Right now we are this one, okay. Okay, that's nice. I love that's underneath of you here. I love that so much. So this is you being in tune with your own resources and you being in tune with your own higher mind. Yes. Wonderful. And you are working with that, with who you are, I'm feeling. You are working with who you are, and just as I said that, right, the light went on here. It's like spot on you. And you do have the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. And I feel this speaks about you working with your soul, co-creating. And it's landing on the tower here, where the light comes through, right? So I feel ancestral. Even with the hair here, I thought about ancestral guidance here. Totally. So maybe you are stepping into a family business, and maybe you don't even know that. Because, you know, sometimes we are picking up through our innate resources, what we find within ourselves, within our DNA, after all, we might step into something what is literally in our bloodline. And it's not a learned profession or something. You know, the examples I gave, that's all what just comes out of, you know, out of our pool. Yeah, self-awareness, and it's very much High Priestess energy with a self-awareness here. And they want to start with this. Time and nature will help you find the answers to your problem. That's good. And I wanted to say, with all this nature here and she reminding me so much of a High Priestess, that nature is always a good place for a High Priestess to go to. And also with the ancestral energy, nature is always a good way to communicate with our ancestors. And, you know, some people, of course, they just, you know, take a walk to the graveyard. But I mostly go to the forest when I feel I want to have a talk with ancestors, literally. And or I just think that and do that in my mind. But yeah. And I do want to have a charm for you here. Oops. Or maybe a rune, did I say? Okay. Okay, so let's take a rune for you. Yeah, that makes sense. See, she looks so Nordic here. And it's really, really a wonderful, calm, strong energy in this group. It's so cool. Wow. 𝓮𝓿𝓸𝓵𝓿𝓲𝓷𝓰. No, sorry, 𝓮𝓿𝓸𝓵𝓿𝓲𝓷𝓰. But still, that's the same wow, because that's literally what I said here, you channeling it down. Wow. And this is the realm of the god. of the gods. Yeah, your ancestors, the gods. There you go. Wow. So they are and 𝓮𝓵, gift giving. This is all about, I want to put it here. This speaks about being similar to the Six of Pentacles in Tarot. It speaks about being so strong and able to give from what you have. And you do that here, and maybe we shall put that here, because you're giving. You're giving, right? You're giving. And it's a gift where we do not expect something in return. It's not this merchant exchange, but it's this gift we give to loved ones. Basically, it comes from, in the Nordic tradition, when you have guests, you give gifts to your guests because you feel honored that they are at your place. And when they are there, you feel like, you know, they had to travel. It's harsh out there. And of course, you give them, you know, the provision for the road then, and you give them maybe new shoes or a cloak or whatever, a shawl or whatever you feel like they could use for their way, you know, when they travel. And so you will get supply, I feel, what you need for your way here. But it's you creating resources. It's very intertwined here all, and we see that, right? It's super interesting. So go in nature. And then we do have, I grow and incorporate basil into my recipes. Ooh, basil, that's so ancestral. Ooh. To protect myself from negative energy and to encourage spiritual guidance to my astral travels. Yeah, sad for that. See, for that channeling here, you need protection that you channel clearly. And basil, there is also the saying that they put a basil leaf into the mouth when someone, you know, wanted to step over, to cross over, to have a safe travel. And I just spoke about safe travel, and provision and you know, being kept warm and all that. How interesting. So you do connect with the higher realms. It is absolutely what this is about. And the divine, wow, the divine is guiding you in your dreams. Are you listening? Yes. Are you listening? This is saying, I'm listening. And here, soul family, ancestors, your pantheon is guiding you. Wow. I'm intrigued. So, and you know, I wanted to see in this reading how you are, how the four aspects, the elements, are utilized by you. And we see we do have the pentacles fully in action, so you are fully in tune with your resources, you are fully in tune with your intuition, and you are totally receiving from the higher mind, and even, you know, from beyond. That's very, very, very strong. And the water realm is kind of the gate where you pour it out. Okay? And and full force with the 10 of Wands. So fire, there is enough fire. We must not worry about fire. You have 10, 10 and the Wheel of Fortune 10, right? 10, 10, 10. And yeah, so very, very powerful. And just so you know, you're drawing from the earth. With nature makes so much sense, right? And from the air. And this is the perfect balance of heaven and earth, what I'm feeling. And I feel so balanced in this group also. And see, you are drawing from the higher realm and you are giving to earth. And Six of Pentacles always lets me think personally of earth angels. So it's this kind of energy, what I'm feeling, like you are here to bring something to the world which stems not from here, right? Which is from above the rainbow, and you are the rainbow bridge. And you are opening this portal, who you are now for the world, and deliver that in whatever form you choose. But you are utilizing your resources and your connection to the higher realms to pour it in here in this earthly realm. And you're fully grounding that with, I mean, Emperor and Tower. That's amazing. That's so strong. Yeah, because the Tower, that's, you know, spiritually, that falls onto the Magician. That's the new foundation and of the light body. And we do have a physical body, an astral body, and a light body. And that's kind of the highest energy we have here. That's our energetic, you know. There's also the thing with pneumatic beings. When you just feel you're a light worker, you totally should just relate to the term light worker, I feel, or earth angel, or chosen one maybe. But you know, more this light worker, earth angel thing, because that explains this connection to the light. And with the rainbow, you know, it's like you're the aurora and you're the spirit, you're the and it's difficult to explain even, are you the fire or the water, or what are you, right? Because you're the essence. It's like you're so ethereal, you're so just energy, you're just quantum field, right? And so it's like we are honored to have you here, and we are honored to, and this is why this is literally like you're sharing your essence, what I said, right? And some kind of energetic transmission, whatever you do, it is an energetic transmission. Even if you sell a bun, you know, it's a energetic transmission. You must not do energy work. Whatever it is, what you are doing, you doing it transmits energy, because you are the portal. When you do a massage on people, it's not technique that works, but it's the light that works through you. And you must not learn anything. Of course, you can learn whatever you feel like, but essentially you work with the essence of who you are, and you channel from your divine ancestral and star family, maybe, right? If you resonate with that. Yeah. So very powerful. So this is what I'm seeing right now here. And I mean, this should give you some confirmation, I hope, and clarity maybe on how you work with the energies right now. And yeah, maybe I should change my intro, because yeah, but I will just do that, I guess. And yeah, and I'm totally drawn to this portal here. I don't know, do you feel that? do you feel the light within you? Which is what I feel right now. Wow, it feels like a liquid pouring through, really, really, really beautiful. This plasma quantum light in a way. I'm losing my words here, but it feels from very far beyond. And see how ancient this looks, and you have all these mystical creatures, and you were drawn to that for a reason, I guess. Oh, you want to come through? The Queen of Swords again. There you are. She's like, yay, I'm here. See? You are totally the Queen of Swords here right now. And let's look at that. She's riding a dragon, right? Or she is the dragon. No, yeah. I guess that's the energy I was feeling. Very, very powerful. You know, the dragons, they are working with the light, the plasma, and the ley lines and all that, yes. So that's, yeah, cool. Cool. Let me know what you are doing. I would love to connect with that and see what you are working on. And of course, you know, leave me a like and subscribe if you would love to hear from me again. And for some reason I drew another card, and it's the 8 of Wands, which solidifies the fire also coming through. We had the 10 of Wands here, right? So it's you pushing the light through. That's high spiritual energy just being poured through here. That's really cool. Yeah, I just do want to finish, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye. I hope I see you soon. What I do want to say, if this is relating to a romantic storyline with your counterpart, I guess, right? This says that in the past you were driven by passion and love and understanding. And maybe it was even, you know, them being hurt. And you poured your love in there. And then maybe in the process you got hurt, because hurt people hurt people. This often happens. And then it ended with you getting clarity, and you aligned, you know, as the Empress you are. I think that's important here. You aligned with your mental awareness, which wasn't the case so much in the first place. But now you are fully aware of the past, of kind of traps, right? Of, see, if you have, they are showing me, when you navigate through a forest and then you are all of a sudden in a swamp. And then there are all those deep holes there where you can lose yourself, literally. And now you're aware of that. And so now you are able to plan and fully rely on all your you know, this is the resourceful couple here. And what that means is also that we can access our resources always, because we can plan, and we can, you know, we understand that there are 4 seasons on Earth, and we understand that we cannot move forward always like this one, like, yay, full force summer, right? Or yay, we want to grow. No, there's also autumn and winter, and we need to save, and we need to solidify and all that, and we need to consciously think maybe before we take a step forward. And you know, show this commitment, and see, it's totally equal here. And there's a lot of, with planning and the ability to What am I hearing? The ability to really create something like healthy routines even, so that you can rely on a structure, right? A structure. So you might have discovered your values, saying that, and your standards. And so now you are like, well, this is, you know, now you can name it with this guy here kind of coming new in. It's like, oh, now I know how to explain what I always felt. Earlier you just felt that, but now you can explain what you are feeling, and you can explain and say, express that, and really make reliable plans, and yeah, so that there is no, you know, wonky energy in the future ever expected. Actually, it looks perfectly. I mean, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. That's a progression there of, you know, and you are fully tuned in here into who you are, and you look back into the past and you are fully aware of your pain body here, but you have healed. It's a full karmic release. Four of Swords. Healed. Six of Swords. You have moved on from that, right? This is kind of in the bottom here, but you have moved on, and you have opened your heart fully to the experience. And I do want to compliment you on that, because not everyone does that. I see that with these two energies, how you like embrace the pain, see? Because you felt. It's this super empathic healer energy, what I'm feeling, what lets me speak slow. And so I feel like I don't even want to push or say, you know, maybe one harsh word or whatever. It's like, I do feel like I want to treat you the best. And this is what's totally here in this future realm, totally the thing. So you are super protected, and this is all about best treatment, because it's thought through and then formed, right? And this is someone who takes the time to think, and then it's done correctly, like super correctly. Because, yes, see how sweet that is? It's like a crowned flower, and this is you. And everything is coming towards you here. It's so nice. And see, you are so valuable, right? So if this is about someone hasn't seen your value before, and someone, this is also of course in here, like someone only wanted to be flirtatious. If you take the energy and put it on a person, then that's that storyline. And now they are like, oops, I'm so sorry. Now I see their worth, and they are marriage material, right? They are the price here, totally. And I don't mean that in the narcissistic way, like they are the trophy I want now. No, it's really like, ooh, I do want to invest here, because I feel then I myself, I am also feeling like a valuable person. Because when I do good, I feel good, right? And this is the Pentacles energy that's so beautiful. It's totally overlooked, also in the spiritual realm especially, because it's tending to all the necessary things. And yeah, as I said, the necessary things. So they are necessary, and someone has to do that, right? And yeah, Great. Great, great, great. I do feel we are kind of done and can move on to advice here. So they are saying, I apply 𝓮𝓸𝓵𝓿𝓲𝓷𝓰 essence to the soles of my feet, so that I am, I'm sorry, I can't read, so that I am led to new possibilities and experiences. Okay, so this deck has a lot of these little nice advices here. So I apply 𝓮𝓸𝓵𝓿𝓲𝓷𝓰 essence to the soles of my feet so that I am led to new possibilities and experiences. Nice, right? So the physical realm is kind of waiting for you. Makes sense with this oracle card, life's journey, right? So tend to your feet, totally. Not only with that, but you can totally use that, as it says, put some sage essence under the soles of your feet. And always when it's about life's journey, feet are so important. Also polish your shoes, honor your shoes, think about the journey you're stepping on, think about the life you're building, and that you want to build it on this cared for, you know, foundation, well cared for. Oh, now I remember. This group was so interesting with the oracle cards because 3 came out here, 3 figures, but then also it matches perfectly with the other oracles. They all came in 3. So, oh, yes, that makes so much sense. It says the solution to your problem is forgiveness. Allow it to happen. And that's this here. Forgiveness. Allow it to happen. Wow. So you have to forgive here. You have to. And if you can't, put on a subliminal overnight on loop. And the next morning you will feel better. There, like Ho'oponopono, for example, you know, from Hawaii, the please forgive me. And just so you know, forgiveness, it's difficult for people because we focus on the wound and on the person and on the experience here. But if you think about continuous exchange with the energy, just think about you addressing the field. And for some reason you were in this experience, and yes, maybe, you know, I don't know, I never want to say someone deserves something because this is toxic from a human perspective. But if we just can think of that we ourselves chose that, our higher selves chose that so that we grow, I feel this is a pretty healthy approach. And then it's kind of an internal conflict we have with our higher self, and we're like a child, like, I don't like that, you know, I don't like that I had to do this extra homework. I don't wanted that, right? And at some point we need to say, yes, okay, I understand. Now that I'm making my exams, I understand that all this math was necessary, maybe. And I just saw 11 for 44. So, and then we forgive our teachers, right? That they brought pressure upon us. And spiritually, that's that. Emotional pressure to open us up. And to release karmic baggage. This is totally karmic board clearing here. And even if it's not, you know, because you did something, I don't believe in that, like that we have to see it like that we did something wrong, because no, sometimes it's just because we can, because we're the right person to maybe address a problem properly. And then we might have signed up for that on a soul level and said, yes, you know what, I will survive that, and that's why I can help you with that problem you have. I said earlier, maybe the other person was so deep in pain, and you helping them, because I totally feel like you helping, you addressing, and totally giving, right? And then maybe during that process, it's like when you kind of want to tend to a wounded wild animal, then they might bite you, yes, and that hurt, but still you have helped them, and still you have rescued them. And because you can, because you could, not because something was wrong with you, or you deserved a bad experience, or you needed to suffer. No, I don't think that. I just think because you had exactly the necessary skill set here to help this person. And that cleared so much, you know, that set free so much spiritual energy, I want to say. It's kind of freed now to flow freely again. Something was stuck. And now it's flowing again. It's like, you know, we had the mud, the swamp energy here, the deep black holes, the stuck earth, old, you know, old timelines. That's what that is energetically. It's this muddy thing. And it needs to be cleared out. And just because you could, because you are this, you know, you are this savior here, you are this, this archangel maker being here coming, and with the healing abilities. So, yeah. And to just clean your energetic field from the painful experiences, I feel really subliminals for forgiveness would be super. And you know, this Ho'oponopono, this is like, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And I'll have to add also, I forgive you. So that we do have those 4 sentences on a loop, like, please forgive me. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. And for me, that's always so helpful, just to speak that out, and totally in whatever order you feel, right? It's like, just, you know, saying thank you even helps so much, and saying I love you helps so much to reconnect with that energy. That's what that is. Hi, group 3. So you have the Empress card herself here. And let's look at the hidden energy. 7 of Wands. You're protected. Huh. Okay, so you're protected. It's good to know. We like that. And here you are. We will look at that at the very end of the reading. And I did do it totally letting, you know, the higher power decide what we need to know about the aspects of you. So what element are you working with, using, or needs to be, ooh, the fire, okay, the 7 of Wands. So passionate expression, that's what you are working at right now. And let's see what that's about. Ooh, very talkative, your deck. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. We had 6 of Pentacles in group 1. Okay, but you know, always different meanings, always different circumstances. You must not literally, I mean, if you want to, you can watch that, but you can watch it whatever you want. So you're here. Oh, I love that, how the hands are coming from there, and how we do have the shadow right there now, and see how we do have the white hands from the heaven and the colored hands from earth. And it's so nice, a spiritual exchange here with the scales. It's like the divine exchanges with you and works with you. Totally, the divine works with you here. Wow. And you are expressing your passion. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Okay. You are expressing your passion after being through it. But with the 6-6 and the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords healing from the Three of Swords here. And this is, you know, you see it clearly, kind of. You got some clarity on something here. Very interesting. I feel this is past life related. I see this kind of as a graveyard and all the crosses there. I see that as you working through a ton of karma actually with the Wheel of Fortune. And I see that as you having done a karmic board clearing or something, like working it all out. And see, this also looks totally like graveyard stones for me right now in this context. And you're getting blessed or rewarded for a ton of work. And you know, we say that always, like you're getting rewarded, but actually you did the work. You did the work. And see how you do have 6 white swords, which I see as your work, and the 3. So you kind of did double. You did double work. Maybe you worked for 2. Maybe this is about a counterpart connection where you just carried it all on your own, right? You did the spiritual work for 2. And now there will be an energetic exchange with the higher realms. Wow, that's interesting. What's that? 5 of Cups. So you've been through something here. Okay. And it gets, you know, washed away. With all the violet here, it's super clearing. This also, okay. 8 of Cups, yes, you totally had to leave that there to heal, right? And to go back into your passion, maybe. I do not want to cover that. So let's just take that here. No, it's not the nicest cards, right? But I mean, I guess the experience wasn't the nicest either. I feel energetically this belongs here, actually. Okay. No, I'm sorry that I'm doing it like this, but for me it's super important how the cards want to be, because I'm so clairsentient and I work a lot with the whole picture. That's just how I read. I'm sorry. And so now let's see. So 4 of Swords, and then we have the Knight here. 4 of Swords, that's mostly, you know, when we rest and renew ourselves for battle. So I feel this here is kind of a loop in the past. And I mean, we do have, as the title, we do have life's journey. And I do feel this is so many lives here, like past lives, multiple lives. Now let's see, what other aspects are you clearing, or working with? Oh, this is nice. The Page of Cups. So you bring in love, forgiveness, healing. You bring in the healing here. Okay. Yes. Totally different energy in this group than in the others, but oh, and now we can build future. That's nice. So this was kind of a turn into the past, and now you are tuning into, wow, the other energies. Oops, sorry. So you know, fire and water into the past, that lets me think about divine feminine and divine masculine and alchemizing with the violet flame. You know, the divine masculine and feminine together, they create the violet flame when they are in perfect harmony. And so maybe you did that, you equalized and found, you know, equilibrium within yourself, and could hold space for opposing experiences maybe. And now you are I do want to put it like this, like now you are moving forward but with awareness of the past, I feel. Okay. All 4 elements on the table, so you are using them all. And internally, you are equally tuned into your feelings and your thoughts. That's great. Like you have a coherence there, right? You feel and you think. It's not, so you are not delusional at all, but you are in full clarity of what has happened. But you're also standing in your full capacity to feel, which is great. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can hold pain or whatever. And I feel pain here. And you are even, you know, eager to heal. And yeah. Very motivated. I don't believe that. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. We had that in group 1. But this is with what I just said. Totally speaking about now you're able to ground on this realm who you truly want to be here on this realm. And all these past life karmic storylines they are out of the picture now. And you are highly protected spiritual. Can you see that? And there will be this balance here. And also it seems like here, you know, divine feminine and masculine fully equally on the table. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. See, this is like an island, an energetic frequency. It's always like a space. And we align with that space. And this is why it's necessary, because otherwise we are disconnected. And forgiveness, that's a very high energy. It's from the other side's perspective. Of course, we do have unconditional love. And when we are kept in these pain cycles and not forgiving and not releasing and letting go, then we are not free to operate in this unconditional, loving, resourceful energy as we otherwise could. So there is a need to kind of unstuck like the pipes, or like, so that the house you are, the building you are, ooh, yeah, we do have the house, ooh, can get, you know, and then fuel goes in there more, better. So yeah, I love you. I forgive you. Please forgive me. See, when you say it together, I think it's, from a human perspective, I like that much more, because when we just say, please forgive me, I think always that makes us so small. And so I prefer to say, I forgive you and please forgive me. This makes for me so much sense to do clearing work. And yeah, for me that's just amazing. So maybe you like that too. And you do have the creatrix here. Very cool, the creatrix. And with the creatrix, you have the guidance. I breathe in cypress sands to help me stand up for myself. Ooh, in the knowledge that I am firm, grounded, and secure in my goals. Yes, that's that energy. Cypress, stand firm. Yes, of course. You are standing on very high ground now. You are so powerful. And you do have, good things will happen when you give yourself, some of the love you give to others. See, that's that. Give that to yourself. Of course. Wowie, yes. Give to yourself. And you know, with compassion, that's the thing all empaths need to learn. They give to others until they finally learn that they also are a person. Especially for angels, that's important to learn. We also are persons, right? We also are people in a way. Even if we don't feel that human, we are still here, right? Embodied. And we have to give to ourselves. And emotionally, that means we have to feel our own emotions first. And this is tuning into your truth here. That's what you kind of learned through pain. Pain brought you there. The pain opened up your own heart, which was a little bit shut, right? And then you cannot receive, right? When it's not fully open. And when we do have those hearts who are not fully functioning, then mostly we go and want to connect with other people to kind of warm the space up. But when we are fully connected with ourselves, we don't need other people to create more love, because we can create the love just within ourselves. And that's the empowered empath. And now we do have new ways. And we had that here with the shoes and all that. I love that so much. See, and it's also flying here. Isn't that so cool? And this is totally in the mental space here. So new ways are possible. Totally. With this new understanding of who you are. Oh, and I love this. I place a drop of lemon on the floor of my shower to cleanse my mind, what he just said, and start my day feeling invigorated, knowing I am fully capable. Yes. See, this is all the yellow with the lemon and this being capable here. I do want to put that over the Empress, because that's literally the Empress, right? The creatrix. Yeah. And this is like creating new days and new days and again new days, right? Always. One new day after the other. And yeah, so much about the new ways and the feet and the new days. That's amazing energy. And now we do have 2 fire messages. And it says you're connected to source. The light that shines through you leads the way. And it says there's news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your ingenuity. Wow, okay, so this is again the new endeavor here. Here, Emperor and all that. And there is, see, this knowing, this inner knowing. This is necessary here. And we put that here, the other fire, the connection to source. Yes. Okay. And so that's that. Do we need a resume? I guess we had it, right? The only important thing is tuning into forgiveness. And just for yourself, accepting that that was part of your path, the path you chose, Wheel of Fortune, destined here, destined growth, destined transformation. And think about what did transform. How much more empowered are you? Because you showing up as the creatrix and even as the Empress there, yes, of course you have. And all 4 elements are working, right? And you got so much new understanding, I feel, of the depth here maybe. And you are so capable now to build this I don't know, this stable, what did I said earlier? It was something like routines or structure, yes, structure. I was again drawn to the flower here, how the flower has the structure, right? And the light coming through here with this, you are connected to source. And I'm seeing it like, yes, and the light now, see, before you were kind of like a flame, like, yeah, I'm source, right? I'm the source and I'm sourcing you, I'm sourcing the world, I am this healer being. And now it's like, yeah, I do have the fire, but now I have a channel, a way to channel it through, because I do have a structure with all the lines here and the stability here, where it is hold also here. And it's like a church, right? It's in there, it's a construction. And with these petals here, it's kind of formed. See, you can see that as 5 days of a week or whatever, but 5 senses, whatever you want. But for me, what I just see is you have kind of built up an internal structure where you can direct your light and your energy, and also hold it so that it restores itself constantly and gets resourced from within, with this beautiful picture here. And all the pentacles we have here, with these 5, pointing at the 5 elements, you know, Chinese 5 elements feeling. Kind of the cycle of creation. Yeah, so, and this is something you can be grateful for. And when you can be grateful for that, then you can also forgive the pain that came with that, I feel. Just as I said, with all the math homework, right, which then led to an exam. And then you accelerated in your exam, and you did. See, you have it in your hand there. And you are wielding the sword now. So you totally upgraded. You did. You upgraded. Karmic board clearing. You upgraded. Yeah. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's like a whole new layer of reality unfolding for you now. That's really great. And you know what? I just saw 11/11. So yeah, a whole new layer of reality. And now I let you go. And please leave a like for the energetic exchange, and subscribe if you would like to hear from me again. I would love to read for you again, and I would love to have you as soul family here in my channel. And yeah, I wish you all the best with whatever you're doing here. It looks powerful, powerful. And do a little bit of magic, right? Do a little bit of a smell here and a drop of lemon there, and kind of incorporate all these rituals. And this is also so Pentacles energy like, right? This is working with spirituality in a very practical, like white witchy sense. It's powerful and potent, and just, yeah, though it looks small, it has great consequences. I want to say consequences, because the field is not only reacting to affirmations, but of course the field is totally reacting to what you are doing with the field physically. So it's high level spirituality to work directly with the field, and to thank your shoes for carrying you, and to polish them gratefully, and to prepare something for the next day, because you create your next day looking forward to it. You see what I mean? It's potent. It's very, very potent to do these little things, creating this structure again. So okay, cool. So you're the walking structure here. And now I say just bye bye, and I hope I see you again.